Hi everyone, I am Florangel. I was raised as a Catholic Roman and I spent the first 16 years of my life attending church and even went to Sunday school, Catholic school to learn about God, but God was never talked about in my house. I was baptized when I was 6 years old, but I didn't know what was I doing at that time. I did it just because my parents told me I had to do it and I needed to do it, so I did it so. They said I was going to get godparents who were supposed to get me gifts, buy me stuff, teach me about God. They never did. Going to church, I knew the rules and commandments. I knew the Lord prayers, forwards, backwards, but I didn't know who God was in reality. Because I never had a personal connection with God or the church, I left the church around 16 years old. And I didn't just leave the church behind. I left God behind too. I stopped praying. I stopped reading the Bible. I stopped talking to God. I quickly adjusted to my new life, consumed with drugs, alcohol, living with no consequences, hanging out with my friends, not listening to my parents. I turned my back on God and embraced the appeal the world seemed to offer. It was at this time when I was following my own path that I struggled with depression. And there were times where I thought of committing suicide. Then I felt so lonely. I was living life my own way, but it wasn't working for me. And then my niece one day, Marisa Carrasquillo, introduced me to the Christian church. And it was there that I felt God's presence. And I realized that all along, He had been by my side. He never left me. He always was on my back. He didn't turn his back on me. And I'm making the decision to get baptized because I want Jesus to be my leader and I want to follow Him as He leads my life today.